Hello friends, welcome to the agriculture channel. So today we are going to study about the soil structure. So in the last class we have already covered the soil texture, and where we have found that soil texture means the proportion of sand, silt and clay particle. But here we have to go for soil structure. So here the soil structure means the three things we have to remember, that is the arrangement, orientation and organization of the soil separates, that is sand, silt and clay. This is the difference. With respect to soil texture, we have to go for a proportion of sand, silt, clay. But with respect to soil structure, we have to remember the arrangement, the orientation, and the organization of the soil separates. Okay, this is the thing. So before coming to soil structure, we have to know certain terminologies like pits, clods, and you can see the fragment concretion. So as you know that pits means the natural aggregates, because as you know that whatever the soil separates are there, that is the sand, silt, clay. The question is whether the soil separates are present in dispersed form, that means they are not attached with each other, or whether they are present in the form of aggregation. So if the aggregation is formed by nature, naturally, it is called as natural pits. That means pits are natural aggregates. So if the aggregation is made by means of artificial manner, it is called as clods. And if the pits will be broken into different parts, it is called as fragment. And concretion means, as you know that there are some chemicals inside the soil and it undergoes some precipitation process and form a coherent mass. It is called as concretion. It is shotgun like bullet, you can say shotgun like pellet. Okay, so here you can see pits are the natural aggregates, where the pits are the natural aggregates and clods are the artificial aggregates, fragments are the broken pits, and concretion you can see coherent mass formed. Okay, so now next coming to the soil structure. This soil structure is nothing but, you can remember, it is the described in three categories. That means we can name the soil in a sequence of GCT. So remember, GCT means grade, class and type. So by means of this GCT, we can name the soil structure. So first of all, you have to know what is the grade. So basically the grade means the degree of distinctness of the pits. As you know that pits means natural aggregates of the soil separates. So whether these pits are distinct in nature, the distinctiveness and durability of the pit, it is described under the grade. And coming to the class means the size of the pit. Whatever the pits, the aggregates we have found, what is the size, it is called as a class. Then the last one is type. Type means the shape of the pit, or we can say the form of pit, or we can say the arrangement pattern of the pits or aggregate in a horizon. So first of all, we will study this one by one, that is GCT. So first let's come to the type of structure, type of soil structure. And you can see the, as you know, the type means it is nothing but the shape of the pit. So you can see it is determined by the shape and arrangement of the pits, all obviously. So next coming to the type of structures, are four types. We will go for four. We will normally in the different regions or different locations we have find out the four types of soil structure. That is, one may be platy like or plate like structure, that is platy structure. Then we can find out the prism like structure, or we can find out we can say blocky like structure, or we can find out the spheroidal like structure. And this structure based upon the development of the axis. As you know that here in a three-dimension point of view, there will be, you can see that there will be x-axis and then y-axis and then z-axis. Okay, so here you can see if I will draw a cube like structure, then this will be maybe x-axis, this will be y-axis and this will be z-axis. So this is the thing, and how the axes were developed in the different soil structures, how the different pits, how the three axes we have studied, that is x, y and z axis. And as you know that x and y axis are called as horizontal axis, whereas z axis is called as vertical axis. And based upon the development of the different axes, it is the types of soil structure is divided into 4 groups. So first let us come to plate like structure. And plate means, as you know that plate means the horizontal axis is more developed. The horizontal axis is more developed as compared to the vertical axis. That means the vertical axis is compressed. You can see here the vertical axis is compressed, but the horizontal axis is more developed. So this is the thing, this is called as plate like structure. Okay, and that means here you can see where the horizontal axis is much more developed as compared to the vertical axis. So, and these plate like structures, these are lens like structure, is because it is compressed. Why it is compressed? Because the vertical axis is less developed and it is more flattened, we can see. And if the units or the layers are thick in nature, it is called as platy, and if the layers are thin in nature, it is called as laminar. Okay, and where it is found, this platy like structure, it is majorly found in case of surface horizon, or we can say a horizon of the forest soil or virgin soil. First of all, this is the thing. Then next we will find as it is it is also inherited from the parent material, and which is transferred by the water or ice, and it may be deposited over the lakes, hence it is called as lacustrine. In the lacustrine area we can also find out the plate like structure. Then next, as you know that compaction, because of the compaction, as you see here, because of the compaction, this is the soil, and because of the compaction, now it is compressed. That means the vertical axis it is getting decreasing, and the horizontal axis is getting increasing. So here, due to the compaction, because of the heavy machinery, here also we are finding the plate like structure. Then coming to, due to fluctuating water table, the area where also we are finding the plate like structure. Another is frost heaving. So first one is out of 4 types of structure, the plate like structure is already covered. So now coming to the next structure, that is a prismatic type or prism like shape. And in this prism like structure, prism means it is just the opposite of the plate like. That means here vertical axis is much more developed as compared to the horizontal axis. That means here vertical axis, here you can see the, in case of prism like, vertical axis is more developed. This is horizontal axis, this is vertical axis, this is horizontal axis. So vertical axis is more developed as compared to the horizontal axis. But the thing is that what is the top, whether it is round or whether it is prismatic like shape, and it is the plane in nature or clear cut face will be there. So you can see here the prismatic like means, so here the 2 subtypes are there. That is, one is prismatic. If the top portion is plain, labeled and clear cut, and it is called as prismatic. But if the top is rounded, then it is called as columnar. Okay. Then next, coming to where it is found. So it is found majorly in the subsurface region. There is the B horizon of arid and semi-arid region. Always remember, plate like is present in the surface horizon, that is A horizon, whereas prism like structure is found in B horizon, or we can say semi-arid and arid regions. And majorly you can say the columnar type, where the top is rounded, it is found in the sub horizons of salt affected soils, that is the sodic soils. Okay, so next coming to the third soil structure, that is the blocky like. Blocky means block means you can see the cube like structure. Block means this is nothing but the cube like structure, and this cube like structure means where all the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, and x and y-axis are the horizontal axis, z-axis are the vertical axis. That means it forms a cube like structure. Block means it forms a cube like structure where all x, y and z axis are well developed, they are equally developed, and they are of same length, but the face are not round. Here the face are very sharp edge you can find here. So in this case we can see block like structure means where all 3 axes are well developed and equally and are of same size, you can see. So now here the pairs are of cube like with, now question is whether the face is flat or whether the face is round. And if the face is flat, so we are having distinct face and sharp edge, and whether the round face is there, we are getting the round edge. So here if the face is flat, distinct and sharp edge is present, we called it as angular. But if it is round, and it is called as subangular. Okay. So now where it is found, majorly this blocky like structure is also found over the B horizon, but in which region? Humid region. Earlier we have studied that here the prism like shape, the prism like structure, we are found in the B horizon in arid and semi-arid as well as salt affected areas. But here block like structures we are found in the B horizon of the humid region. There is subsurface region, but the region is humid. Then now coming to the last soil structure, that is the spheroidal. Spheroid means what? Spheroid means that is the round, where the pads are round in round. You can see the pads are round in shape. So round means where all the axes, all the three axes are equally developed. Well, all the three axes are equally developed with the same length, and but it is here curved, and with there may be irregular faces present. That means it looks like this. Irregular face will be there. It looks like this. Okay. So now there are, you can see again there are two subtypes, and two subtypes. One is granular, another is crumb. So if it is less porous, or we can say non-porous aggregate, it is called as granular. If it is more porous, it is called as crumb-like structure. Okay, and as you know that this is spheroidal because it is more porous in nature, and this is the best soil structure for any agriculture purpose. Okay, and where it is found majorly, this spheroidal structure we are found in the A horizon, surface horizon, where the soil is rich in organic matter. So high organic matter should be present, as well as it is also present in the grassland, because grasslands contains more amount of organic matter. So this is the thing with respect to the types of soil structure, because these types of soil structures depends upon the shape of the beds. So now next coming to the thing is the class of soil structure. As you know that this class of soil structure, it depends upon the size of the bed. So there are, we can see there are how many types of classes are there. So here we are having 5 types of classes. Okay, so 5 types of classes. One is the size, that it means either it is very fine or fine, medium, coarse, very coarse. So here we are getting whether it is very fine. Very fine means it is very small naturally very small pads are there. Very fine, you can say fine, medium, coarse, and very coarse. But for platy like structure, you can see whether it is thin or whether it is thick. If it is very thin, medium, thick, very thick. So this is the classification based upon the class of soil structure. So 5 groups are there. Then we are going to last part of the soil structure, that is the grade. As you know that grade means what? Grade means it is nothing but the distinctiveness of the bed and durability of the bed, whether it is much more distinct or not visible, or whether it is durable or there is no durability. Based upon these things, we have 4 categories. So first one is, it is structureless. So structureless of the bed means there is no visibility of the beds. So obviously that means there will be the appearance is like if it is coherent, as in compact soil. In clay soil it is called as massive, and if it is non-coherent and the soil aggregates are present in loose form, and these are called as single grain. Then next coming to weak soil structure. Weak means though there is some distinctiveness, but these are poorly formed, these are non-durable, and indistinctive bed is there, and whatever the aggregates are there, they are present in dispersed form. That means unaggregated material. Whatever the soil separates are there, they are present in the form of unaggregated form. Okay. Then next coming to moderate. Moderate means obviously moderately developed and fairly durable and distinct, fairly distinct. The last one is strong. So if we are having strong soil structure, the strong soil structure means it is well developed, very well developed, and whatever the beds we are getting, it is more durable and it is more distinct. So this is the thing we are found with respect to the soil structure. So here we can find out different soil structures, that is you can see the granular, then blocky, then prismatic, and platy or massive. So these are the types of soil structure, and in different examinations definitely 1 to 2 questions will be asked with respect to the soil structure. So thank you so much. So in the next class we will cover different other soil physical properties. Thank you.